Welcome back to Devil May Cry 5.
Hey, Ando.
Sure. Yeah?
Pull my double trigger.
Sure will. Bring it over here, big boy.
That's what happens when you pull my devil trigger. I fart.
We made it. It's our lucky day, V.
Is that the bird from the first game? Oh, hey, bird. What's going on?
Alrighty. Yeah.
We are underground.
Pew pew.
So, fun side note, I caught up by watching other people's videos of this game. So, I vaguely know what's going on.
Good.
I think I might have missed the chapter before this, but I'm pretty much there.
Not much happens. I think it was just you running through the city and then fighting a boss. That was really it, right?
Yeah, you play as V one time.
Yeah, you switch back and forth between V and... No, I think it was all V, wasn't it? Yeah, it was all V.
Mission 4 was all V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds. That's what I think of when I see skateboarding through the sewers.
We made the joke... I made the joke last time, Tom, if you were here, that he's using Heelys.
Ooh! Acceptable.
So I have to go back on the audio well, I'm not editing this. Who am I fucking talking to?
I'm not doing it either, so fuck that.
What?
What?
Wait, then who's editing this?
Yeah.
Bird's editing it. No, I'll edit.
So I just got this, and I was like, I think Adam was wrong when we were playing this last time.
About?
How Nero's hand works.
Oh, okay.
When I was like, yeah, well, how
You
do
mean
they?
Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, I was like, how does his hand break? And you're like, well, if you get hit, and that's all you said.
If you
But
get
the
hit
game
while
tells
using
you
it.
if you're hit while you're using the move.
That's what I said.
No, you said hit while if you get hit at all,
This seems like a very Adam thing.
right?
To leave out crucial information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, have you guys seen the previs cutscenes?
That's what we were just talking about before you came down.
Oh, really?
I was
I've
like,
seen a
I'm
few of them.
probably buying the deluxe patch.
Just so you can watch the previs cutscenes?
Well, I mean,
because
that's
some of
an
them
incentive.
are incredible.
That's an incentive, but I want to get it. I want to get it for the Mega Buster.
Oh, yeah. The previs cutscenes might be the best thing that a game has ever featured, ever.
Why don't you go down that hallway? Get those orbs.
There's always more shit.
Oh, so that. Okay, so that was
Wait,
progress.
This is where we came?
Yes.
I don't know.
I went the wrong
You
way.
fucking playing the game?
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Oh my God! I'm glad you decided to play this.
I'm really glad I came back to nothing but salt.
I know, right?
We need a little pepper for the channel.
Fucking 4 weeks off and I come back to salt everywhere.
I know. We've already said it, but I'm gonna make the joke again, just because it's for Tom, because I don't know if he's gonna watch the other videos. But
I will, probably. Maybe. I hate our videos.
Don't say that. I made the joke that the red orbs look like the Carmageddon logo,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and I still stand by it because it still does.
Armageddon. There's a fucking reference. Also, I think it's safe to say that Panther is best boy.
I do like the Panther
Yeah.
summon.
Eliminate that demon colon polyp.
You know, he has fucking like John Telbane and like Felicia moves.
Yes, he do. So,
Is he gone? He's gone.
because
Yeah.
I'm not currently playing this, how do... and
How
if you
do?
If you explain...
How do, Tom?
Well,
Tom, how
I had
do?
another question to add on top of it before
Yes.
we continue. You're welcome. This is the kind of quality content you can expect when I return.
When you're back, you ask how do.
How do you control your familiars?
So
Are they like just doing combo buttons?
you press the buttons that you typically would as any other character. The bird is your gun, and the panther is the your sword or
Oh, okay.
primary weapon. You just don't control their movements. You control V's movements,
Right.
but that's it. Right.
Oh, okay.
And Devil Trigger's the giant golem that you can summon.
Ah. Every time somebody talks about a golem, all I think about is
The
I have
Will
no-
Ferrell movie.
Oh no, I was gonna say I have no mouth and I must scream, but
Are you in fact a golem?
I don't know that reference.
It's Stranger Than Fiction.
you
It's
already made that Star Wars.
It's that movie where Will Ferrell wakes up and realizes that he's
in a book.
he's in a book.
Because his
His life as a
narrated.
whole life is narrated by
It's actually
someone else.
really good, but it's like one of those like halfway modern Jim Carrey movies where it's like kind of depressing, but kind of good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know who
That's-
loves that movie?
Who?
Bird.
I was gonna say, it. That's what I hear about Ricky Gervais's new show on Netflix. That's really good, but also fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Like I want to see it, but like I was like, I'm not in the mood to feel sad right now.
Yeah.
So I'll watch Pee-wee's Big Holiday
How's
instead.
that, by the way?
Fucking garbage.
Is it really?
Fucking bad.
Wait, did Pee Wee have a new show?
It was a new movie that came out like a year or two ago.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I knew it happened, but I never
And
saw
it,
it.
like,
I'm not a Pee Wee guy.
like okay, Big Adventure's fine. Big Adventure's probably the best. Big Top Pee-wee is kind of bad, but Big Holiday is like. Have you seen the other movies?
I have a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Same with you.
They were never like one of those, you know, it wasn't like Ninja Turtles for me where like I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It was something that I would watch when it was on, but that was really about it.
Like I fucking love Big Top. I mean, not Big Top. Big Adventure.
Yeah.
But like, the weird thing with the movies is that it's like they're like the Ernest Goes to Camp movies, where it's I'm not saying that, I'm not.
Oh,
this
so it's
isn't-
really bad.
No, it's like they take place in a world where like the first movie happens and then the second movie happens, but they're not connected.
Oh, okay.
Like they're just their own contained stories, which
I
is really
gotcha.
weird.
No, I
But,
know
like,
what you mean.
So like, yeah, like Big Adventure takes place in this one town. Big Top Pee-wee takes place on like a farm for some reason.
Oh, why not?
And then like Big Holiday is like in a new town, and like it feels weird because I was like constantly wondering like, what fucking timeline does this movie take place in?
Are you trying
'Cause
to put the fucking Pee Wee timeline together?
Yes,
I just want to mention that I somehow found a way to say the Pee Wee timeline.
the
Without
the
cracking
Pee-wee
up?
verse.
The Pee Wee verse.
I hate you.
But like it was like in this town that felt like it was like in the 50s or like the like there's diners and there's like this.
Did
It's
you
just
say there's also dives and drive-ins?
Yep.
Sure.
You did it.
in drives. Yes.
Dives?
It just felt weird in like this weird timeline. Is this the 50s? Is this like an alternate universe where the 50s, like, is this
Gotta
like
get
a,
that red orb or otherwise it'll disappear.
is this like the Fallout
No.
universe where everyone's stuck in the 50s, like that kind of thing?
You mean like how it just disappeared?
Yes.
Sorry, I was.
You were
thinking
right.
about-
I
No, it's
never realized that did
Yeah, they stay there for a while, but they kind of disappear after a while.
that. Now I'm sad.
But
My
like
dick
Joe
is sad.
Manganiello shows up playing himself, by the way,
That's pretty great.
and like he like Pee-wee works in a diner. He's like the fry cook or whatever. By the way, you could replace all the characters. Pee-wee, you could swap out Pee-wee with SpongeBob, and this would be a SpongeBob movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it felt like a Like I was watching it, I'm like, this. I could close my eyes and just pretend this is a SpongeBob movie, and it would be a SpongeBob movie with how ridiculous it is.
Ooh.
But like Joe Manganiello shows up playing himself, and Pee-wee's like showing him around town, and Joe Manganiello's like, "You don't know who I am, do you?" And Pee-wee's like, "No." And it's like this weird conversation, like this really awkward conversation, where like Joe Manganiello is just like, "You don't know me. I'm very famous," and Pee-wee just is just going, "No, I don't know who you are." And he's like, I was in True Blood.
Ooh.
He goes, I was in True Blood. So I'm like, okay, this is a universe where True Blood exists,
Uh-huh.
but everyone's still in like the 50s. This is a weird like.
Maybe it's just a stylistic choice.
Is this like Pleasantville or something? Pee-wee got to play with himself before he can see in
Hey,
color.
we already know
Whoa,
he did that.
not
Oh,
in a
wait, yeah,
theater.
that is right.
I
He
hope.
he does see in color, so we did prove that. But no, it's just weird because it's like Joe Manganiello starts becoming best friends with Pee-wee, and
As Joe Manganiello does.
he's like, "You got to come to my birthday party. It's in 5 days in New York." So Pee-wee got to leave town. He's never left town before, so it's a whole big adventure. Him leaving town to go to Joe Manganiello's birthday party, and shenanigans ensue.
I mean, it sounds
So-
like an Ernest movie.
Or SpongeBob.
Yeah, it does.
Replace this movie with SpongeBob, and it's a SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
But like it was there's a joke that they do like throughout the movie that was kind of annoying after the second time they did it. Was that anytime Pee-wee's like scared or he's like surprised, he screams, but he's like they dub over his voice with a little girl's scream, and it goes on longer than it needs to. And they do it probably 4 times in the movie. And I'm like, I got it after the first time.
Once at the beginning, second when you're not.
Yeah.
Second time when you're not
Because the first time it
expecting
happens is fucking hilarious. Because he goes to this snake farm. Because he hitchhikes with this guy who's like a traveling salesman, and he's like, oh, my next stop's at this snake farm or whatever. So they go to the snake farm, but it's all bad snake puns. So there's like a jar and it says moccasins, and he opens the jar and it's a pair of moccasins in the jar.
Oh my god.
So Pee-wee's like, I wanted to see something scary. So we're like, okay, go into this
Oh, fuck.
one room or whatever, and it's this deadly snake or whatever. She goes in, and there's like an animatronic snake, just like moving up and down. He's like, this isn't scary. And then a big ass fucking snake comes out behind him, and he starts to like the little girl screaming. I'm like, okay, that was funny.
Right.
But then they did it more times. And I'm like,
Right.
I had enough of this.
Right. It was funny the first time you ruined it. For
Yeah.
some time.
There was that was funny. There was a joke where he ends up camping with Amish people, and they're like,
As one does.
they're like, what do you do for fun? And they're like, well, we farm and we build barns. And they're like, what do you do for fun? And he like pulled out a balloon and like blew it up and just held the balloon like this and starts playing with the little like the balloon's blowhole or whatever you want to call it to make fart noises. And he does it for like 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious. But I was like, again, that was literally the funny part in this movie, and we're already an hour and 15 minutes in.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
So I did. So in my absence, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, and I started listening to Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. But my new favorite thing to do is I summarize the beginning of the book to Bird. So now I just randomly send him a text message, completely out of context, explaining a scene.
I thought of an idea just like that. I thought of an idea just like that because I was bored at work the other day, and I was like, I should just break this out and don't tell anyone. But I'm gonna shop work it here. Just in random episodes, I'm gonna read the synopsis of a Twin Peaks episode from Wikipedia, just to see if anyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
So, as I'm doing this, so I explained to Bird at the beginning of the book, it's like a lightning rod salesman shows up to this town and he talks to these 2 kids or whatever. And I sort of briefly explained the plot, but like 2 or 3 days ago, I'm like, by the way, they found the lightning rod salesman disappeared. They found him. He's a midget now.
What?
Exactly!
Yeah, that when I was reading the descriptions, it was just like that.
And then
They're just confusing.
I finished the book today, and I'm just gonna say that one of the main characters shoots a bullet made out of crayon wax with a smile drawn on it. And it kills someone.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Great.
None of it makes any sense.
No.
So the instant I started explaining the story, I'm like, this is what I'm doing. From now on, I'm just going to send Bert a random text message to update him on the progress of the story and how it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's a great story and I loved it, but like out of context, it's fucking hysterical. Because it doesn't make any
That's great.
sense.
I like that.
Well, it's like when Bird and I were talking about, I kind of briefly touched on it when we did the 4 in February podcast, but when I beat Perception, Bird and I were talking about it, and there is an area that you just can't even explain to people without it sounding stupid. And I can't get over how dumb it sounds, even just saying it to myself after having played it. I'm like,
can't explain it now?
No. I could if you wanted me to. You literally fight an army of baby dolls that shoot guns at you on train tracks.
Are you sure you weren't playing like? Are you sure you weren't playing like a Condemned sequel that we don't know about?
Oh, God.
I told you not to take the LSD. I told you not to.
I don't know why, but just saying things from things I've seen
Yeah,
or heard
it's
or
good.
read out of context, is my new favorite thing.
I like it.
All right, you ready to call up Nico?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do the white orbs do, by the way? I forgot.
They
if we
fill your
ever
devil
mentioned
trigger.
that. Oh, okay.
Because payphones are still around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Hey,
Not everybody has
I
a cell
could use a
phone.
hand.
Okay.
You got it. Wait right there.
Also, I was trying to think of something.
Ready for it?
You are recording, right?
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
So stupid.
Minotaurus. That's what the fuck? That's a reference.
To a Minotaur?
No,
I'm
from
done.
another game. I don't remember. Okay, we talked about this when we first started playing this. Tom, Redgrave is a Resident Evil reference, right?
Yes.
Redgrave? I think.
Yeah. That was.
It's what Chris's last name was supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Or it was like something else. I
And it's-
forget.
yeah.
Because this takes place in Redgrave City,
Yeah.
or at least in the intro.
Yeah.
So I was like, that has to
Ooh,
be
look
like
at
a
that fucking
reference.
poop bird.
More trouble. I'm sure about that one, though. Never seen it before. Not in the underworld, anyway.
Search for the Devil's Sword, Sparta. You know where it is. He told me to leave it be, but I'm afraid it still concerns me. As long as there is a blood descendant of Sparta, I cannot take any chances.
I don't like that the sword is also called
Do
Sparta.
you understand?
Yeah.
Ew.
Find
I was just okay. Hold on.
and
Whenever this
destroy
cutscene's over.
it. Only then will his reign be truly realized.
Their giant baby chicken.
She reminds me of like a more fucked up version of the Spider Queen from Dark Souls.
Quelaag, I was just about to say that. But as soon as I saw that bird thing, my brain immediately went to fucking Devil Man, and I'm like, that bird's gonna have tits, isn't it? That bird's gonna have tits, and I'm gonna throw up.
Well, if this is Berserk, someone's getting raped by that horse.
That was a sentence I could have lived without.
I see.
That looks like fucking what's his
I know
face,
what
like
you
the one
are.
summoned from Final Fantasy.
Don't
Odin.
worry.
Yeah.
I'll be gentle.
I don't like
Only the tip.
this for a minute.
Just see how it feels. This is
So,
a cool
have-
fucking boss fight,
You
right?
played
Right
as
off the
pretty much
bat.
everybody in the game so far, right?
Except Dante.
Not so.
Except,
yeah.
except Dante?
Yeah.
No Dante.
So between,
Handle.
between Nero and They, which one do you like more?
It's
Nero.
Randall.
I like V. I think he has some.
He
Cool
just
piece.
likes V because he's easy to get triple S rankings.
Yeah.
with.
Because Nero's is the hardest to get S as well.
It's because you're not revving the sword.
It's because you're not playing the good.
Are
game
you
good
doing the
enough.
perfect time rev?
Yeah.
Are you?
Now I got it.
Wait, what is that?
The one where you do the air taunt and you can rev it all the way to max?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. It's pretty fucking sexual.
I didn't play much of the game yet to like really try out shit like that.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play the game because as of this recording, Sekiro comes out this week and I really can't.
I can't afford the time.
I can't afford the time to try to play both.
I was in that, like we said before when we were eating. I'm pissed that I bought like after I bought this, the realization sunk in that Sekiro comes out, and I'm like, fuck.
How am I going to play them both?
So I have to finish Leon B,
Yes.
and then I'll finish this, and then I can play Sekiro.
But of course, there's all these good games come out at once.
Yeah.
And I'm like so busy, I barely have time to fucking fart. God damn it.
This is a weird time because it's like Capcom's actually hitting the fucking
They're
ball out of
really
the park,
doing it.
and then you get like weird shit like Sekiro coming out, and then like a bunch of crazy ass indie games got announced by Nintendo that I'm like
Yeah.
all into right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And Mortal Kombat's coming out.
Mortal Kombat?
The fucking beta is in a week, I think. Again, according to this recording. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, this is gonna be delayed.
Dating
Not
the
delayed, but I
episode.
mean, this is
dating
gonna be-
the episode.
By the time this comes out, it's
Tom doesn't
really
like when
gonna
we
be-
date the episode.
You know what? I gave up on that a long time ago.
Oh,
People understand
good.
now.
It is March. I forget what.
Oh, well, just don't fucking.
Atlanta Falcons.
Jesus Christ, Adam. I didn't say tell them what day and hour and.
What the fuck is that thing
Why
over
don't you?
there?
Why,
When the
you should give them
familiars can
your,
die.
Social security number and your street address.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad that when we return to my basement, everyone continues to fucking fart in my couch.
Hey, I didn't this time. I'm over here.
That's because you're sitting.
I'm in the bird
chair.
chair that I could fart constantly in if I wanted to. Matter of fact,
There you go.
I got nothing in the chamber.
Don't force it.
Yeah, I got nothing in the chamber.
Tom learned the hard way.
I don't want
I
to
did
blow
learn
up
the
my
hard way
O-ring.
today. We were just about to come down here and record, and I went to fart, and I'm like, nope, there's a poop in there.
He farted and shitted and came at the same time.
He shitted and farted.
I think of like the boss fights we've seen so far. This is a boss.
Yeah, this is a good boss.
I like the big giant one that had like all the
Ooh,
phases
look at
through
his
the
fucking
city.
sexual teleport.
Yeah.
But this one's really fucking awesome. Ooh! Got that like after image.
He's an indie film from the early 2000s.
What?
You didn't like that reference?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
His
got that
ghostly
reference.
after image. I said he's an indie film. From the
Oh, yeah.
early 2000s. He's Blade Trinity. I don't remember which one did it. One of
Blade
them
Trinity
did it.
was on not too long ago, and we
That's
we
the one
watched
with Ryan
some
Reynolds,
of it.
right?
Yeah.
Where he fights Triple H for
Yeah.
some reason. That's when they thought Triple H was going to be their guy
Yeah.
in these movies.
But he wasn't.
Then they just made their own movie studio with terrible films.
Yeah. I kind of like that one where Kane was like Texas Chainsaw
See No
Massacre.
Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was
I
okay.
heard that and the one, I don't remember what the hell the name of it is now. There was a horror movie they did, and it was like something about a mirror. The movie's not named something about a mirror, but it's like if you
There's something about mirror.
yeah, something about mirror basically.
Jizz gets on the top of the mirror frame.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
You knew that's where I was
I
going
knew
with
it.
that.
Measure.
Yeah, it's like his gimmick. He has to do the final hit on enemies
Right.
because his demons can't kill demons.
I'm fine.
You didn't do anything.
I must chase him.
I just stood there and read poems till the
Oh, that's right, I could've-
monster died.
I could have just read the poem until.
Very well. We are only
I didn't know that was a
Yeah,
thing.
if you read his book, it's if you hold R2, he'll read from the book and his devil trigger will go up faster.
Oh.
It's basically
Oh
the
yeah,
same
because I made that JoJo reference last time.
The Sparta will just be too much.
That's what you missed, Tom. I made JoJo references.
yes.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Boy. You're
Oh boy. By the way, JoJo update. Of the localization changes that they make, one of the stands is called Talking Heads.
Uh-huh.
They just changed it to Talking Mouth. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I guess it makes more sense, but less sense.
Yeah, it's still stupid.
I should be able to sense its presence.
I'm not gonna lie, I like D's jacket. I have an
You
affinity
would.
for sleeveless.
You would.
It is almost sleeveless weather, Tom.
It is
So close.
so close.
Getting so close.
Oh my gourd!